Yo, what's good? What's happening, fam? So, yeah, man, last night was a crazy night, bro. We had Bucks, Celtics, and yo, this was a flip-flop, a reversal, a complete 180 for the Celtics. Complete 180 for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown went crazy, bro. Jaylen Brown went crazy. Jaylen Brown hit his potential last night in a playoff game. That's what you want from your youngins. That's what you want from your 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds. You want them stepping into that moment. You know what I mean? You got a guy like Giannis on the other side. And I'm gonna say this, Giannis played horribly. That's the worst I've seen Giannis play in a playoff. Period. That's by far the worst I've seen Giannis play in the playoffs. I don't expect Giannis to play that bad again with or without Chris Middleton. I don't expect Chris Middleton to be back in this series, but you know, we know they can get it done without him. Giannis has to be better on both ends of the floor. I think Robert Williams being a threat above the rim last night was keeping him at bay on defense. Robert Williams is really one of the few players in the league who can keep Giannis at bay, because you really can't leave him. You know, they're either going to find somebody else to match up, but either way, he's getting rotated onto Robert Williams, and Robert Williams stays in that dunker spot. So that's a dangerous spot, you know, if you're a help defender like Giannis, because you really can't leave that guy. You got guys that's willing to throw it up for him, and he can pretty much get it from wherever. So you got to stay home. It's keeping Giannis from getting out on that corner three. They're setting a screen on that opposite block, and when they swing the ball to the corner, Giannis is getting stuck on that block, on that screen. So he's not getting out to the three-point line like he was in that game one. Nice tweak from Udoka. He's showing that, you know, he's not a one-dimensional coach. He's not a coach that can't deal with adversity. And that's a Greg Popovich guy. You know what I mean? He can make tweaks and adjustments. He sees the game from a player perspective because he's a player, an ex-player. Nice tweak by the Celtics. Now it's Budenholzer's time. It's Budenholzer's time to make an adjustment, make a tweak, switch something up. You know, you want to see. I want to see Giannis as a screener more. That's what's missing. Is Giannis needs to be a screener more often. He needs to be the roll guy. His gravity going downhill is too much for him to not be the roller at least 10 times in a game. That's easy. That's just 2 times in a quarter, 3 times in the fourth quarter, and you're a roller 10 times in a game. I think that would open it up for him a lot. That was a disappointing loss if you're a Bucks fan, if you're a Bucks player. That was a disappointing loss because you didn't see the same energy as game one, and that's not what you want in the playoffs. Your energy has to be consistent. And I'll say this, the Celtics bring the same energy every night. Whether their shots are falling or, you know, maybe they miss some rotations, or, you know, the other team's just hot, they really bring the same energy every night. They're diving on the floor. All those guys are talking on defense. They got each other's backs on a regular basis. So these are two good teams. The Celtics being, like, you know, one of the best defensive teams, but these are two solid teams who they really have things figured out as far as how they want to play and what their identity is. You know, how they want to play and what their identity is. These two teams have sort of figured it out. The Bucks, it's hard for them to play within their identity without Chris Middleton. Giannis has to be a superhero, and Jrue Holiday has to play better on offense, be more assertive. You're going to need 20 and 8 from Jrue Holiday in these games, man. You're going to need 20 and 8 from Jrue Holiday. Now, the Warriors and Memphis, you know, you expect that one to go back and forth. I actually thought the Warriors were going to take this game. Once again, you know, Draymond goes out, the Warriors offense stalls. Klay Thompson, horrible night. One of the worst playoff games I've ever seen him play. You know, that's thanks to Memphis defense, but at the same time, you know, whenever Klay Thompson shoots the ball, you're just hoping and praying. You know, it's not really much you're doing about it. You're just hoping and praying he misses. But, man, Klay Thompson played horribly. It was like 2 for 13, 2 for 12, something like that. Never seen it before, ever. Josh said after the game that he was just taking what the defense gave him, and that's exactly what he was doing. But he was just more aggressive getting downhill early, man. He was aggressive getting downhill early, and they had to respect that and sag off of him. They really don't. The Warriors don't really have a one-on-one guy that can stay in front of them. So they don't have a guy small and quick enough. They don't have a guy with fast enough foot speed to really guard a Ja Morant. Sorry, y'all. Buckle up, Tim. But he took what the defense gave him the whole game. I'll give him that. He was definitely assertive from the three-point line. And that's what the Grizzlies need, without, especially if Bane's going to stand there in the corner and get shut down all game. They literally just had somebody face guarding him all game. But Gary Payton II is out with injury. I don't know if he'll be back in this series, man. And that's, one of the guys that they used on Ja Morant 40% of the game. So we'll see how it goes. But we're going to holler back, man. I'm pulling up in the work, so we'll be back at it later, man. Peace.